consciousness fades. Let go. I'll strike at its neck from here. Moon of flame. I'll grab hold of it. Burn that to life. Deep free its head. Look where they stand. Now to find its neck and strike. Right on.
Yay, we win! Sorry about the interruption in the feed. I'm not sure what's going on with Twitch right now. Or with my PC. It could be either one.
Everyone be healed.
Yay! But that's the first Hydra I've defeated with this character. Yay! I want a present. Here's a present.
To judge from the smell, the air has lain still as long as the dead.
Black Hydra Scale, 2, 3. Poison Hydra Fang, Hydra Gallstone. Yay! Many Hydra goodies.
A well-formed party.
And a hunk of ore.
I'll take that.
All right. Sauce, large nut. Okay, well. We have succeeded in this mission. So our next quest, Tainted Mountain, the Witchwood, or Soulflare Canyon. Ooh, Soulflare Canyon gives you a good hat. I've got kind of a doofy hat, so a good hat would be good. So let's, first off, head back to Grand Soren for a brief rest. Then we can head back to Soulflare Canyon for some Gore Cyclops fun.
Take a look at that.
I know.
And now he at the
Wine,
lake.
wine,
What
wine.
will it be today?
Yes, I have a golden rapier. That was a quest reward. I'm not sure why I'm carrying those. Clearly I'm supposed to do something with them. Put those away.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like.
Mac2366, finally a good Dragon's Dogma stream. Well, I hope it's good. Been thinking of getting this. Never played the game before. Is it worth picking up? I would say definitely. I would say this was an overlooked gem, and the reissue on PS4 and Xbox One is a good opportunity to pick it up. I think it's, you know, even at so-called full price, it's listed at $30. So for a $30 game, it's amazing. And you know, even for a $60 game, it's pretty good. So I would say definitely yes. Let's see, I am going to
What will it be today?
check out my curatives. Make sure I have plenty of those. Good test. Using your curatives.
What will it be today?
Let's
Have your
see.
pick. Any you like. What will it be today? Have your
No,
pick.
I want
Any
to
you like.
rest
What will it be today?
till
Understood.
morning. So Mac2366, how familiar are you with the unique things in the game? Are you familiar with the pawn system? So that's something that's quite unlike any other the fantasy RPGs that are out there. Hi, ladies.
I suppose I should be thankful for my life. Long as I'm alive, I can do business. Take all the time you like.
I've got less money than I think I do. Why is that, I wonder?
Take all the time you like. Do come again.
It's Everfall's base.
Me, I, the master works all. You can't go wrong.
And let's see if I can enhance anything here. No.
The master work, come again.
I see you're old and truly, even in these dire times, desired. As long as man yet drink, that makes spoken the trade of making dreams turn true the saviours of the world, eh?
You bet.
Tis work well worth doing.
All right. Is it hard to get into this game? I would say not really, but it depends a little bit on the kind of games you like to play. So this is a game that emphasizes action combat. So if you're familiar with or comfortable with games like Dark Souls, it'll be dead easy. If not, there may be a little bit of a learning curve. I'm not much of an action game player myself, so it took me a little while to get used to playing how the combat system works. But now that I'm used to it, it seems very good.
Hail, Arisen. Looking dour as ever, I see.
Hi, Madeline.
I've a proposal that might put some cheer in those cheeks.
Awesome.
Do you hear me? Well, it's like this. A peddler is only as good as her suppliers. For my own part, being both clever and beautiful, I've little trouble keeping an inventory.
Madeline is, well, a very special non-player character, as you could tell.
But contentment leads to failure, so I seek new weaponsmiths to supply my shop. I have a certain one in mind, a man of... The smith refuses audience with all but select clients. And upon such clients he bestows an idol, so as to prove his favor. If I can recover such a figurine, I would have singular right to peddle his wares in these. There is no cost I will not bear. So what say you, Arisen? Will you retrieve an idol for me? This is a job most suited to your talents. I pray you will not fail me in it. You'll find naught but the finest wares here.
Oh, let's see. Do I want to buy anything from Madeline? I don't think so. Ooh, she has new weapons, though. Ah. Not something I'm interested in. Okay.
Naught but the finest wares here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll definitely pick up this game in the future. That would be... It's a lot of fun.
Not a chance you're a traitor, sir. I won't hear of it.
So I'm actually going to head off to engage in some combat now. Let's see, where do we want to go? Desert of snow, black, no. There, no. Face forest. So you can buy and find better armor in the world? Yes. You can buy... So you can buy armor from vendors, and there's also armor that you can recover as loot. And you can also take armor and weapons to the arms smith and improve them. So you pay him money and sometimes some additional raw materials, and you can upgrade weapons like that. Let's go here. Finally, if you actually manage to slay a dragon, most of the dragons in the game give you a chance that the arms and armor you use while you're fighting them will become what's called Dragon Forged, which is an even higher level of upgradedness. So best way to really soup up your weapons is to use them to slay dragons.
'Tis a heavy onus the men here bear.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm not sure what we're going to run into here. So I may die a little bit. The character I'm playing is a class called the Mystic Knight, which is a cross between the fighter class and the magic user class. So there are 9 character classes altogether, and they all play very differently from one another, and you can change your class as your character develops. So it's good. The game has a very nice class and vocation system, I think.
This looks interesting.
So because I'm a Mystic Knight, I can enchant my...
A Geosaurian approaches!
We'll be back going to have dinner. Have a good dinner, and feel free to drop by anytime. I'll probably be playing this game for probably at least a week or 2 more, on and off. So please do come back.
Leave it to me.
Mind the edge, Master.
A Geosaurian approaches!
A fall here means certain death.
Follow me, Arisen.
I hear succubi about. Be ready.
Beware the hungry storm!
Let's put an end to them for good and all!
Dropping numbers, Arisen.
I think just in case. Going to equip the rings that protect me from
The
fire.
Arisen sign. I am thankful. What's that?
Just in case there's still some fire-using
Geosaurian
critters.
approaches! I grant you license! Strike and attack!
It's been potent acid!
Please!
Carries any frontal attacks!
We need but a step of the tail! Please! Got it, star!
Low of stamina.
I'll hold it best I'm able! Strike the tail!
Not just attack line.
It flees! Chase it!
All here means certain death!
We got you all. Are we clear? I think that's
I'll
everybody.
take that.
A fall here means certain death.
Yes, that's why we're not going to fall here, if at all possible. All right. Moving
Come,
on.
Master.
I'm coming. Drink. So, strategy book. Ah, my pawns already know all that. Oh, here then. Alex, carry the book.
Tis my duty to share this journey with you, and an honor besides.
Yes, it is, so come on. Uh-huh.
There, Master! Succubi! Their streaks blind all through. My attack's doing nothing!
Ow.
Do not just attack blindly.
Hellhounds, huh? Awesome.
I've learned of beasts. Has arisen.
Shall restore your health. Hold on.
Okay, we're good. Anything over here? All right. Anything over here? Yeah, okay. And now we come to the hard part, I think. No. Die, tiny spiders. All right.
Stand firm. An eliminator comes.
Uh-oh. Okay, just one.
Magic will avail. Charge with little warning.
should have blocked. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Guys, thank you.
May this light be your end.
The troubling foe!
There we go. He's vulnerable when he puts his head down. Uh-oh, guys, thank you. I got you, Alex.
I was clumsy.
A little bit.
I'll heal your wounds.
Oops. Not close enough. Don't worry, we got you. There we go. Yay!
I was clumsy.
Again,
This looks interesting.
I have an ailment.
Alex.
Being at your side fills this pawn with vigor.
That's not what that expression means, but alright.
It is my duty to share this journey with you, and an honor besides.
Yay, we have a bloodied chain.
If you feel
That's
it
my
falls
loot?
beyond our-
Bloodied chain is my loot? That's dreadful loot.
means there is no shame in fleeing.
But alright, we'll live with it. Ah. Let's see if there's any other loot lying around before we move on. Hello. Drink. Gimme. Galvanic razors. Ooh. Brew. Sabrius brew. Quinzes.
I wonder what's inside.
Oh.
Lucky is the pawn able to fight
Excuse
the
me,
others on the
Alex.
side.
You're standing in the way of the loot.
Grateful. This looks interesting.
Chilling razors. So I've got galvanic razors, chilling razors, also scalding razors.
A Gore Chimera!
Oh, fine.
Gore Chimera. No choice.
freakish mane, black freakish horn. What other freakish bits do you have? I'm melting. Well, that was very exciting. I am gonna now teleport back outside. And from here, we can head to another mission site.
There's a
This one.
grander structure than the other holes we've seen. The Great Wall. It was built to keep all manner of beasts from Grancis.
Yeah. Was less than fully successful in this. I think.
Goblin packs are ruled by the strong.
Master Snow!
Then strike.
Are there any more, or are we good? There's one.
Snow
Range.
The screams till the blood drag you off!
Thank you, Alex. I will put that to good use. Okay. Now let's move on.
Now what's this doing here?
This is our entrance. Oh, I do want that.
I like the look of this cave. Stay vigilant.
She's far stronger than a common goblin!
Is there water here?
We'll rout them in a single blow! Salt to the bone! She's within range of our steel! Goblins still like fire! Even in numbers, a goblin is a weaker still! The screams till the blood to ice!
There's our objective. That guy. Come along, team. Ah. Curious wine. Curious wine can be used to produce pickled mushrooms, which can in turn be used to produce staminal drench. Shiny magic shield.
I'll heal all our wounded. A fall from these heights will shorten a leg. Or a lifespan.
Thank you. That should do nicely.
A flock of snow harpies!
To the bone. More Cyclops! I'll have the windows. Take my fire! It's within striking range! Anyone's to be slain. 'Tis too powerful!
And there he goes! Over the edge. Okay, now let's deal with these harpies.
Take fire! Strength in numbers.
Bye, Gore Cyclops.
Snow harpy!
Thing about snow harpies is they're not that dangerous in general. However, right around here they have a habit of picking you up and then dropping you off one of these lethal precipices. Okay, that one seems to be stuck. Awesome. Yum.
This looks interesting. I've been drenched!
Well, then don't stand under that waterfall. Yes, silly. Look, ore. Gold ore. Copperstone. Link. Link. Link.
What's that?
Moon glow. Blooms only at night. So, might as well pick it up. Okay. That mine has yielded rocks. It's more of a quarry than a mine, but alrighty. Mushrooms are stamina boosters, so you always want to have a good supply of mushrooms. Die, box. All right. See if there's anything here. Branches and kindling can be used to craft arrows if you have a mind to do so. Mac 2366 is back. Welcome back. I'm still going. We're presently in Soulflare Canyon. Oops. Okay, my lantern needs oil. And I'm carrying too much stuff, so I'm going to hand this off to... let's make Alex our mule. Inventory management, because it wouldn't be an RPG without inventory. I just finished the new Middle-earth game, and damn, it's grindy. I like the fact that this is based on player freedom. Yeah. Well, and of course, this game isn't trying to sell you loot packs and other microtransaction-y things. So ooh. That might actually be useful. Okay, so there now. I'm a little lighter.
I'll take that.
Can you give your group members better gear, or is it only your pawn? The way it works, so I have my main pawn, Lagine, here, and I can give her gear. And these other two companions are also pawns. They're pawns created by other players. So while they're with me, I can give them better gear, but that gear then becomes the property of the player that created that pawn. So they'll use that gear as long as they're still with me, but when they eventually go back to their real master, they take the gear with them. So mostly in practice, you wind up mostly giving gear to your own pawn. Although sometimes, you know, it's worth it, and there's obviously plenty of gear available in the game. So you may not give someone else's pawn your best gear, but there's plenty of good stuff that it can be worth your while to give to them. And plus, it's a nice little bonus for the person who created the pawn. If you like that pawn, it's nice to give something back to that pawn's creator. Ooh, phantoms. Phantasms. Phantasms. Okay.
Dangerous to fight by the wall.
We must end this quickly.
Yeah.
Swords are useless. Someone, hurry, attack! Allow an ally to strike quickly. Tis over! For havoc! Do not let them close. Strike it while it comes
Leave it to me.
That's not all of them, is it? Will your pawn constantly die if you don't upgrade their gear? It kind of depends, but it is really to your advantage to upgrade their gear, the gear of your main pawn. Among other things, you get rewards if other players use your pawn. So if your pawn has good gear, other players will be more likely to use them. And that... Oops, I forgot. There's something down here I wanted to get. That in turn can give you additional rewards. So... it's really like any other RPG. If your team becomes dangerously underpowered compared to the monsters you're fighting. Oh, good. Here's a scary one.
Anticipate its actions.
You broke my magic. Let's see. Yeah, alright, let's just use that.
I'll scale it and strike from above. Story is powerful. Beware its rule. Beware its rule. We must bring it to ground. Dangerous. Stay back.
Yeah, you're not going to want to land right there.
Watch carefully. Anticipate its actions. Storing its power.
Uh-oh. That's bad. I'm being turned to stone. Alex.
Beware its rule. I'll scale it and strike from above.
Almost got it.
Take care, you're petrified.
Yay!
Victory is ours.
Yes, it is. That was a cockatrice. They're mean. Aha. Slick black pinions.
A well-formed party can often fell even foes stronger than they.
Anything else here? No. Okay. I remember playing Dragon Age Inquisition, and giving gear to each group member became overwhelming. Yeah. I haven't really found that to be a problem in this game. Again, because mostly other players will equip your other pawns. So you really just have your own personal pawn to focus on. Like I said, you can give things to the other pawns, but
Let's have a look.
usually it's not necessary. Because you can choose pawns that already have decent equipment. The creature melting away is cool. Yeah, it is. Think. All right. Up here. Link. Is this covered with spiders? No. Ooh, Saurian tactics. Now there's a thing. Pawns over time learn how to fight particular kinds of monsters. They learn their weaknesses and special attacks and so forth. And you can also find these books. Like this one. There we go. That will teach them. So now
I've learned the contents of this book.
Good job. My pawn has learned a little bit more about how to fight Saurians. Who are obviously one of the enemies in the game. Ow.
Did it!
That guy knocked me over. Games rarely do that when you kill something. Usually things just vanish. Yeah, I like how there's a nice transition that kind of sort of makes sense in the game logic. Definitely cool. There's a lot of things in this game that are like that are just nice touches. I'm not quite sure what we just leveled up from, but we did. Lost Planet 2 did it, I think. That could be. I've never played Lost Planet 2. All right, we teleport back home. Okay, so let's have a look at my quest log. Let's see what I've got. Ah, I can do that right now. For that I need to go to the Witchwood. I only remember it from the demo. I haven't played the full game. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think, because it's getting late here, I'm going to do this one Deliver the Idol quest, and then I'm going to call it a night.
Take a look at that, friend. But you, and now, have your pick. Can you laugh? What will it be today? What will it be today? Have your pick. Come again soon.
Okay. It's the idol that Madeline wanted me to find. As it happens, I already have it.
And an end to all things.
Hey, Mads.
Ah, an idol? Wonderful! I was right to trust in you for this.
Yes, you were.
An icon bestowed upon only the most valued customers.
Yes, it
There's
is.
a curious look. Almost mystical, would you agree?
Well, it's made out of
The
gold.
weaponsmith will see me now, and no delay. What a coup for my humble shop. You've done me a
Yay!
great service, Arisen. I shall plan to repay the favor when next I receive new inventory.
Excellent. Yep, I was going to head off anyways. I followed you, so we'll tune in. We'll definitely tune in when you stream next time. Awesome! So looking forward to seeing you in later streams.
Until then, may the Maker guide your steps. You'll find naught but the finest wares here. Thank you very much.
It's a pretty cool game, and it had the sort of misfortune to come out really only shortly after Skyrim. And so sort of Skyrim kind of sucked all the oxygen out of the market for fantasy RPGs. So it got kind of overlooked when it first came out. And it's kind of getting a second look and a second chance at life now that Capcom's reissuing it for the PS4 and the Xbox One.
What horror!
Oh,
To think,
Sarah.
If we'd remained in our old home, my family would all be...
Yep, so it's a pretty good thing I kicked you out.
'Tis not defeat to flee from battle, Master. 'Tis survival.
Expectations were higher from gamers. Yeah. So, just roughly compared with Skyrim, I would say this game is it is less the storyline or storylines and the main quests, I would, is weaker than Skyrim, and it isn't, the world isn't quite as beautiful, as gorgeous as Skyrim is. But on the upside, it's got most people find the combat to be a lot better than Skyrim's. The general reputation is you don't play Elder Scrolls games for the combat, and this game has a really well-tuned combat system, and it also has classes. I've played Skyrim and its DLCs, so going into this will be fun. Yeah, and that's another thing is it's a new thing, so.
If Death wants me, he damned well knows where to find me. I've a business. Have your pick. Any you like.
Okay, so I am just gonna do the resting thing now, and then I'm gonna call it an evening for the stream.
Understood.
But thanks to everyone who joined, and thanks to anyone watching this on video later. And I hope you have a good evening.